Obsessing over your scale weight is killing your progress. As a competitive physique athlete or bodybuilder, it's pretty common to weigh yourself daily, if not every other day, as it is an important metric to consider. However, when you make decisions solely based on body weight, it could seriously derail your progress. So be sure to stick around to the end of the video, and I'm going to share with you the 5 most common pitfalls competitors fall into, and the exact method I use with my coaching clients to avoid these mistakes. By the way, guys, if you're new here, I'm Kyle, the owner of Ultimate Physique Coach and IFBB Classic Physique Pro. I've helped countless clients across the globe transform their physiques, from everyday gym enthusiasts to other professional athletes. So if you are interested in finding out more about coaching with me, click the link in the description box below. Now let's jump into today's video. Meet my client James, who's been working with me for the better part of 3 years. I want you guys to check out these photos. These are exactly 2 years apart, and funnily enough, James weighs the exact same in both photos. But one of those is obviously a much better look, and I'm sure you guys can pick which one. Now, James used to make the same mistake that most people make and just chase increases in scale weight, thinking that that was the ticket to success, when in reality, that couldn't be further from the truth. Unfortunately, as a competitive physique athlete, just chasing scale weight increases comes with unnecessary or unwanted body fat gain. Basically, if you just gain weight in the hopes of putting on muscle with no regard for body composition, more often than not, you'll be regretting it later on. But there is a better way, so let me explain. While scale weight is an important metric to monitor on the day-to-day, we do need to consider other factors when it comes to chasing body composition changes. So instead of obsessing over the day-to-day scale weight changes, we need to look at the more long-term average trends over time. This is a far better way to inform our decision-making process when it comes to adjusting our calories and or macros, as well as our rate of progress. Look, in reality, gaining muscle is a really slow process. So just trying to gain a ton of body weight in an effort to build muscle, you're going to get a lot of body fat come along for the ride, which at the end of the day, you're just gonna have to lose, and it's gonna be less productive in the long run. So I want you to try this instead. Number 1, monitor your daily weight and then look at the average trends over time to inform your decision-making process when it comes to adjusting your diet, your training, your cardio, or any other factors that you have influencing your progress. Number 2, use these weekly average trends to adjust your diet, your training, your cardio, your output, so that we have a pretty steady rate of progress. For most people, this is typically around 0.5 to 1% of total body weight per week. So if you do fall outside of these ranges, you can simply just adjust your diet up or down so you stay within that acceptable rate of progress. As an example, if you're an 80 kilo male, that'll be around 0.4 to about 0.8 kilos per week on average rate of loss or gain. Number 3, take your time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Use longer, less aggressive build phases in order to manage body fat appropriately, because at the end of the day, gaining all that body fat means you just have to lose it later on. Number 4, stay within the acceptable ranges of body fat. So for men, this is probably around 10 to 15%, and for women, probably around 20 to 25%. Any higher than that, and it's probably just less productive for muscle growth, and body fat gain will become the rate limiter for your progress long term. And lastly, number 5, you can bridge multiple build phases together interspersed with fat loss periods. So these can be mini cuts or rapid fat loss phases, whatever you want to call them, but we just use these little periods in between build phases to basically wash off any unwanted body fat or just reduce overall stress so that we do get a better look when it comes time to putting all these build phases together. At the end of the day, these little wash-off periods just allow you to kind of extend out these build phases so that fat gain doesn't become a rate limiter, but it also means that these build phases become more productive, as well as keeping body fat within those acceptable ranges. So basically, you don't get too fat in these build phases. So to wrap it all up, if you want to avoid these mistakes and have more productive build phases in future, just follow these 5 simple steps and you are well on your way to making progress.